This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2005 Ford F-350 Crew Cab Long Bed, two-wheel drive, 6.0 turbo diesel. It's an XLT, which means it's cloth. It was a trade-in to Holmes Tuttle Ford, I believe. It has over 100,000 miles, so they can't sell it on their used car property. They can't get financing for their customers when they're over 100,000. So we generally buy every one of them that's a nice truck. This is a really, really nice truck. We put a windshield in it. It had a crack in the windshield and put 2 new batteries in it, sent it off to detail. Whoever owned it took really good care of this truck. I'm going to walk you around it. I'm going to show you what's happening. My goal really is to find what's wrong, not so much what's right. What's right will kind of stand out on its own. But if you pay for it and ship, pay for it by wire and ship, we want to make sure that you get more than you thought you were getting, not less. Here's your tires. They're Michelin's. I would say probably 40% tread on the Michelin's, maybe 50. At least on the driver front tire is. Whoever owned it knew how to drive, because the usual dents and dings on the front bumper aren't there. That's nothing. It's super straight. Usually these white trucks have dings all over them. They're used for construction or towing or whatever. And in this one, I don't see that. Boy. Yikes! I haven't even found a door ding yet. Let's look down this side here. All the tires seem to be about, I'd say about 40% is probably a good measure. Boy, I don't see anything on that side of the truck. Nothing. Bumper looks great. See something? No, that's just a little scrape. Oh, I don't even see a dent in the tailgate on this truck. That's really unusual. Looks like there's some brackets there for a fifth wheel hitch, so they must have taken that out. It's hard to imagine them towing with this truck and having the bed and the tailgate and the bumper in such good condition. I don't think they actually did. There's a brand new spare. Got the light package here and here. Blemish in the paint there. This is reaching here, boy. Finding something wrong with this thing is not so easy. There's a little scuff here. It looks like it probably had a mud flaps on the back. They probably took those off when they traded it in. A little scuff right here on the plastic molding, but boy. Yeah, you're really reaching here to find something cosmetically wrong with it. We know mechanically it's fine, because we've checked it out already. It's been sitting here all night. Let's see. 111,491 miles. The glare of the sun is kind of annoying there. I'll move it up in the shade when we're inside so you can see the cluster better. Alright, so we put 2 brand new batteries in it. There's your Ford stamp right here on the passenger fender. Right between my fingers is the Ford stamp on the passenger port support. There's the catalytic converter stickers where they belong. Right between my fingers is another Ford stamp on the porcelain port on the driver's side. And there's one on the driver's fender. Got an aftermarket intake. Let's try all the doors and locks and everything here. There's that window. Door panel. Nothing there. A bit of a stain right there. Boy, I like boring. Boring is great. This is kind of a boring video. Nothing much to talk about, which is fantastic. There's your passenger rear. This guy was a hell of a driver too, boy. He didn't ding into anything. Must have parked a long way away in the parking lot too. Well, let's see. Ah! Nope. Oh, I thought I found something. Nope, door locks work. Got a manual seat on this side. Boy, that bolster's strong too. I don't think anyone ever sat in this truck besides the owner. You've got a manual, all the literature on it, and there's your wheel lock key. It's crazy that they actually sell these things instead of selling them themselves. That's got to kill the used car managers when they see that. When they see a truck like this, they're not allowed to sell on their property. If I was a used car manager in a new car dealership, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night seeing these things go away. There's your door locks. Let's see. Driver window. Passenger window. Passenger rear window. Driver rear window. Let's try the mirrors. Let's see. That's in. That's out. Up. Down. Other side. Out. In. Up. Down. Alright. So mirrors work. It's a manual seat on this side. Man, that bolster is like, usually there's a worn out a little bit. There's just a little tiny wear in the foam underneath right there, but that's about it. Very unusual. Get this out of the way. Make sure there's no secrets under the mat. That tilt wheel, up and down, that works fine. Alright, let's hop in. Get the seatbelt on. Alright, let's see. Let's get in some shade so we can see a little bit better here. There we go. Alright, let's see. There's your cluster. 111,491. Let's turn the air on. Sure the air is blowing cold.
We can help you toward a career in the...
There's your radio. You got a single disc player. Trailer stuff. Let's see. You also have cruise control. There's your tow on and off. And the air is blowing cold, so I'll turn that off so you can hear me better. And all right, let me try out reverse, make sure reverse works fine. And it does. And let's take it for a ride. Alright, this truck is being sold on a clear title. There's no theft history at all. This is just a dealer trade-in. Like I said, when they're either so nice that they compete with their new car inventory, or when they're over 100,000 miles, they always sell them. Doesn't matter how perfect they are, like this one. They always sell them. So that's how we got it. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay tax and dock fees. Dock fees are $250, which is significantly less than other people's dock fees. They're ranging anywhere from 350 to 500 now, so 250 is very low. Taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If your state tax rate is 3% and you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay a total of 5% taxes, year 3 plus R2, and a $250 dock fee. Jump on it here. Excellent running truck. Perfect shifting, no vibrations, nothing going on here at all. Anyway, so you pay tax and dock fees. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, nothing else. Just make sure you get your deposit in. Once we have your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. We do not hold cars on promises. We don't do it for family, friends, nobody. Been there, done that. It's a mistake. Other people need a shot at buying this vehicle, and if you're serious, you'll get a deposit. If you're not, it's going to stay for sale. All right? Let's see. What else do we need to know? About the last 4 or 5 months, I've been giving the speech, same speech on every vehicle, whether they're perfect or not perfect. I say the same thing. Please, to verify that I say this, please look at all of our videos. About the 12-minute on mark, I'll say this. This is not a new car. This is a 2006. It's out of warranty by miles and year. The Ford engineers can't give it a longer warranty because they don't know what's going to happen after a certain number of miles and a certain number of years. If they don't know what's going to happen and they built it, how do we know? We don't know. So there is risk involved in buying a used vehicle. If you don't like risk and you've got enough credit and money, buy a new one. New ones are probably two-wheel drive XLTs, probably around, this one probably around 40. And that way you get a loaner car and bottled water and a lounge and a person to scream at when it's broken and stuff like that, okay? If you're risk averse, that's what you need to do. If you're one of those people who understands how things work and that this thing could break in a week, or never, one of those two, or 6 months from now or whatever, then this is a good buy for you. Know the weakness of the vehicle. We put it in the ad. The weaknesses of a 6.0 are the EGR and the cooler. You can buy the parts for about $600, and a reputable shop will charge you $700 to $800 or $900 to install. It's about 5 to 7 hours labor. We see people getting done for $3,000 for an EGR and cooler, and then they call us and tell us that it's their friends who did it. They're not your friend. All right. Anyone who charges $3,000 for an EGR and cooler install for the parts and everything is a thief. Period. If it, I guess you could make a case for up to $2 grand, but that's still pushing it if you ask anybody with a clue. So, please remember that there is risk in purchasing any used vehicle, any used car, any used TV or whatever, and you're going to assume that, okay? So if you don't like assuming risk, don't take on the risk, all right? This is especially so for our eBay buyers. 92% of them are the greatest people in the world, but there's no middle ground. The other 8% are the biggest jerks ever, okay? They would say, you sold it as perfect and blah, 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 and you need to buy me a new ashtray and a new whatever, a new light bulb or something, and we would say no, and then they would leave us bad feedback. So if the check engine light comes on, get it fixed with some of the money you save. You're saving a fortune on this truck. Be realistic, know what you're buying. If you like what you see, it's all out there. We'll have 75 pictures, at least. We'll have a copy of the title in the ad. We're telling you where it came from. Right now, it's a beautiful truck. That's all we can say right now. Okay? Thank you for your time.